Yo, what's up, guys? This is the DFS Riddler coming at you live on this Friday, April the 5th, on another MLB video. Here to answer all of your DFS riddles that you may have for this slate today. Before we get started, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get all of my future content. The picks have been absolutely on fire lately. If you haven't been following the videos, you've been missing out. Last night's picks absolutely went off. Trevor Bauer was a lock. He didn't give up a hit. He did give up 6 walks. Ended up with like 31, 32 DraftKings points. Definitely paid off his price tag. Shin Suchu, he did his thing. He got 22 points, I believe. Went like 3 for 5, couple doubles, couple RBIs. Got a couple runs himself. Definitely killed that price tag of 3,900. If any of you guys had Nick Markakis in your line last night, he absolutely freaking crushed it. For Atlanta, he went 5 for 5, 37 DraftKings points. His price tag was only 3,500. I can guarantee you that you'll never see that price tag that cheap again the entire rest of this season. But yeah, picks are great, guys. And just want to say one of the reasons that the picks have been so good lately is this optimizer right here, Draft Dashboard. Man, this optimizer has everything that you could possibly want in an optimizer to help you win the slates. It's got everything from the top players today, where it'll list all of the top studs, all the top value plays that you can find on the slate. You got the MLB cheat sheet for those days when you just don't have time to do any research. You can go here. It'll tell you who the locks are for the slate, who the top pitchers are that are in the best spots, the top bats that are over $4,000, all your studs. You got your mid-range plays, your value bats under 3.5K, and then it even lists all the home run hitters that are on the slate today. They're in the best spots to hit a home run. And I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? We need home runs. You want that player that's got that really big upside to get all those points for you. One of my favorite things about Draft Dashboard is probably the lineup optimizer. You can take all of your picks that you've made in your position optimizer for each position, and have the lineup optimizer generate winning lineups for you based on your player pool. Super helpful. Last but not least, probably the sleepers and studs. This option right here will give you all of your value plays for under $4,000 for the day. Super important when you're trying to fit in those more expensive bats or those more expensive pitchers. Definitely want to be able to fit some value in your lineup. So very good tool right here. And guys, all these options that you have on Draft Dashboard, you can try out for only $1 for 30 days. Everybody's got $1 to at least give it a shot. It will help you win more money, and that's the goal, right? We all want to win more money on DFS. So guys, just give Draft Dashboard a shot. It's $1. You can click the link that's in my description on the video. It'll take you to where you need to go to get that. Give it a shot. It's only $1, 30 days. You'll be winning. All right, so anyways, let's move on to the picks for today. I got you two pitchers and then 4 core bats that I like for today's slate. The first pitcher that I'm going to go with is Shane Bieber for my SP1. Shane Bieber had a rough outing when he started out this year. But today he's going to be facing Toronto Blue Jays, who are so far this year probably the worst team at hitting right-handed pitchers. They're only putting up like a couple runs, 1 or 2 runs every game. Their bats are absolutely horrible this year. Shane Bieber does have a 95 dash ranking going into this. Pretty nice righty-lefty split. He does throw his best ball to righty batters with a 642 OPS. And then, as you see, Toronto Blue Jays do have 5 righties in their lineup. So I do expect a lot of strikeouts to be happening here from Shane Bieber. Definitely going to pay off his price tag. of 9,300. Definitely liking Shane Bieber here for this slate, so get some Shane Bieber in your lineup. For my SP2, I went with Trent Thornton. He only has a 37 dash ranking, but his first outing of this season, Trent Thornton went for 26 DraftKings points, looking super, super strong, and priced at 6,200. Just can't really ignore that price tag. He is going to be facing the Cleveland Indians on the other side of Shane Bieber. And as you all know, if you've been watching the games, the Cleveland Indians have sucked really bad themselves. So with his strong outing coming out and then facing the Cleveland Indians, who just have a really bad batting lineup right now, I see tons of upside for Trent Thornton to get a lot of strikeouts here. Also, if you want to, there's a lot of really, really good stud bats that we want to pay up for today on this slate. So if you want to be able to pay up for those bats, you're going to have to find the value at pitcher. Since we're already spending over $9,000 on Shane Bieber, definitely need a value pitcher for our SP2. And I think Trent Thornton fits the key there. So lock him in. He's going to do really good today. Okay, for my first bat, I'm going to go right into David Peralta for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's priced at 4,200 today. Super, super low price tag for somebody that has such a high upside. Against Rick Porcello, who is he used to be one of Boston Red Sox's best pitchers, but here lately in the past couple years, just hadn't really been performing that well. Rick Porcello is giving up a 746 OPS to lefty batters, by far his worst pitches, while David Peralta is by far hitting his best bats, his best hits are off of righty pitchers, with an 834 OPS. He has went 2 for 3 versus Porcello, not a huge sample size, but those 2 hits that he got were 2 triples. He's got a lot of OPS, a lot of upside here in this matchup. David Peralta in his last 5 games scored a 12, 13, 19, 10, and a 16. At 12 and 13 coming off just super recently. He's got a 98 dash ranking, batting number 3 in the lineup. He was in the perfect lineup yesterday, and I think he's going to crush it today against Rick Porcello. Also will be probably super low owned considering a lot of the other bats that we have on the slate today. So get some David Peralta in your lineup. For my next bat, I'm going to go with Sterling Marte for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are definitely, Pittsburgh's definitely going to be a team that I'm going to be focusing on my stacks today. They have a ton of upside. Marte is priced at 4,200. They're going to be facing Sonny Gray. He's just a kind of a pretty horrible pitcher. Had a really bad start his first time coming out this year, and I don't think that he's going to do very well today against a Pittsburgh lineup that has been looking pretty damn strong since they started. Starling Marte is hitting an 811 OPS versus righty pitchers, while Sonny Gray is giving up a 793 OPS to righty batters. By far his worst pitch are to righty batters. One of those weird splits again, those opposite splits where the right-handed pitcher gives up his worst pitch to a right-handed batter. But this is true in this case. Starling Marte does have a plus 32% advantage over Sonny Gray in this matchup. And in his last game, he scored a 10. He has scored a 0 before that. If you look at his last 5 versus Cincinnati, he's got a 10, 18, a 0, and 19, and a 5. So at batting in the number 2 spot, 100 dash ranking, definitely see Starling Marte killing it today. He's going to crush it. So get some of Starling Marte in your lineup. For my next bat, I'm going to go with Adam Frazier. Adam Frazier is been hitting really, really hot lately, going right back to the Pittsburgh Pirates with him. Going to be batting in the number 1 spot, leading off for only 3,800. Once again, against a really shitty pitcher with Gray. and not a huge sample size. He does have a hit, 1 out of 2. He got a single, hitting a 788 OPS versus righties. Mainly, I really like Adam Frazier because if you look at his last 5 games that he started out this season, hadn't put up a 0 yet. He's got an 8, a 20, a 9, an 8, and a 2. Does pretty decent against Cincinnati, 8.8207. 92 dash ranking, and I really like him because he's been hitting really well lately. The Pirates are hitting really well lately, and hitting in that leadoff spot right behind Starling Marte. I really think he's going to kill that value of $3,800 price tag, probably get on base, get a hit, and then Starling Marte is going to knock him in for the run, get the RBI. Definitely, I love this little 2-stack here with Adam Frazier and Starling Marte. Yeah, so get some Adam Frazier in your lineup today. Last but not least, for the core 4 batters that I like for today, I like Andrew Benintendi. He's in a really, really awesome spot against the Boston Red Sox again. This is another game that I'm going to be targeting today. I do like the Red Sox bats today too, by the way. I'm just targeting these Arizona batters. I like the Boston Red Sox too. I was targeting David Peralta, the Arizona batter, just because he's got such a high upside at a lower price tag. But Andrew Benintendi for the Boston Red Sox, he's priced at $4,600. Pretty average price for him. 91 dash ranking. Hadn't really been doing that hot lately, so considering what he was doing last year. His last 5 games, he got an 8, 10, an 8, a 0, and a 2. I think he's in a smash spot today, though. He's facing Zach Godley, who had an awful start coming out on his first game. And I think that Andrew Benintendi can probably take him deep today. He gives up a 791 OPS versus lefty batters, and Andrew Benintendi by far hits righty pitchers really well. He's got an 890 OPS versus righty batters. Considering how bad the bullpen for the Cardinals have looked, I'm sorry, for Diamondbacks. Say Cardinals. How bad the bullpen has looked for the Diamondbacks since they came out and started this year, and Zach Godley looked horrible. So I think that Andrew Benintendi is in a great spot here. So lock him in. So that is the core 2 pitchers, and then the 4 core bats that I like for today. I'm going right back to Rowdy Tellez for a super secret value pick here. They did price him up today. He was $3,900 yesterday for the Blue Jays. Price him up to $4,100 today. He didn't get a hit yesterday, but once again, he was up against Trevor Bauer, and Trevor Bauer didn't give up a hit to anybody. The Blue Jays do suck. Rowdy Tellez has a dash ranking of 62, but I just can't ignore his spot once again today. Look at his advantage that he has over Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber gives up a whopping 946 OPS to lefty batters. Rowdy Tellez is a lefty batter who hits righty batters with a 1200 OPS. So his 73% and Shane Bieber's 32% gives Rowdy Tellez a 105% advantage over Shane Bieber. So far in their history, this was just last year too. Shane Bieber gave up 2 hits out of 3 plate appearances from Rowdy Tellez. Those were 2 doubles. I think he's going to get at least a hit today. And being low owned, facing Shane Bieber, if he does end up crushing it, you're going to kill value with Rowdy Tellez. So that's my super secret value play for today. Really like Rowdy Tellez's spot. Hard to ignore that 105% advantage. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for the video. Really appreciate it. Wish everybody the best of luck on today's slate. And we'll be back again tomorrow for another MLB video at that time.